We are moving, so we've decided to move out of the desert back to Wisconsin for Brenna, forward to Wisconsin for me. I've never lived there before. I'm from Wyoming. Brenna is from Wisconsin. She's currently there now, otherwise she would be in this video with me. She is in Wisconsin right now, taking care of her dad, taking care of her sister and her kids, and her sister's kids, not Brenna's kids. And taking care of everybody and doing all the stuff, and just like, she's exhausted every single day. So we have made the decision to move back there. We've found a place and we've kind of been working on that in the background of things, but it's time to start packing up this place. But before I start packing up this place, I want to show you around a little bit, give you a little bit better tour, because I've never really given a good tour on TikTok. I shot one earlier today. Nobody's seen it yet. I just posted it before I did this. So, we just kind of ran around and did a quick tour in here. But on this video, I'm going to make more of a house tour and show you guys around, show you what it came up to be, and hopefully that's entertaining for you. Well, this is my office up here. We are still here in Arizona right now, getting ready to film some content with the C70. The R5Cs just got done doing product photos out there. Got the little 30-watt fiber laser in here. Under there is the filtration system for it. So this is where we film a ton of content in there. We got that camera, which is basically just a webcam. That's a Sony A7 III right there, basically a webcam. Got a little monitor on there. Sometimes I flip it vertical if we're doing some, short form content sitting at this table, but not very often. And then got the main iMac here, boom mic, all that good stuff right there. Big 5-foot octabox there, 28-inch, I think, Falcon eyes right over there. Photo printer, all that stuff right there. Okay, cool, right? And then some books, mostly just for like background, but like we started using this for like real space. Oh, we got koozies and like blanks and samples and stuff for the lasers that like have not got a home for yet. So what am I going to do with that? I don't know. But this is what the background usually looks like. Right now we're planning some Christmas stuff, so just ignore that right now. But it looks like that in the background. We usually have that hat display on there so I can live stream and do hats, which I never did. Then we'll come out here, we'll do a quick photo tour. So this is where the magic happens with the photo room. I just got done filming some content with all of these, like camera holders, cell phone holders, whatever. But we've got 3 lights set up here. We've got a key light there, a fill light there, a background light there. Sometimes we backlight an image or a product. We can just turn that a little bit. We've got a white roll that I can roll out here and get perfect white background photos quickly and easily. And then all the accessories are quick and easy to grab right there for anything that we need as far as that goes. And if you swing on over here, you've got a bunch of our photo props, a bunch of our products that we just have the one for photographing and we need to go put it away somewhere. But that's it. We got like storage, stuff like that. And then down here, we're like got stuff going for Facebook Marketplace, whatever. Got that on there so I can film content this way and have a nice diffused light. So when you look at my face like that, it looks really nice, even middle of the day. And I usually open up the curtains to get a little brighter in here. And then along this wall, we kind of set this up. We had a couch in here, the one that's downstairs now. Had the couch and we were doing like podcasts right here. We had some podcast mics set up and stuff. I think we filmed one podcast in here and then we were like, okay, well, we're bored of that. So moved on. And then the rest of the house is down that way. So we're on our way out of this house and we have storage here where there used to, be decorations here. And, we're just we're kind of on the way out. We're kind of getting stuff down to where we're ready to move. We're getting about ready to move. This place used to be our dining room and now we've converted it into like the heat press station. The stupid sewing machine is there. I just hate that thing. It's such garbage. And then, yeah, we had some big lockers right here, but they're gone. I sold them on Marketplace the other day. And this has been like our folding table for doing the Airbnb stuff. We quit doing that. We're gonna try to sell that trailer, but I don't think it's gonna sell before we move. So we're gonna probably have the same setup with all of this extra. We have 2 of everything for that Airbnb. So when we go to flip over the property, the trailer, the RV, we go to flip that over, then we have 2 of everything and we're able to just like you know, go there, do what we need to, come back, and then do the laundry and stuff later. Now we're here in the garage. I just want to kind of give you a quick tour before we start tearing stuff down, show you what it looks like. We've got about 45 days to get out of here, but before that, we've got an inspection coming with the place we rent it from. So they're going to come in, tell us what we need to fix so we can maximize our deposit, which is probably still going to be zero. That was the door to the house. We just came in through there. On the left here, we got to take this pegboard down. Everything that's on the walls we have to take down, basically. So we're going to get all that down. This is kind of the main workbench where I do almost all of the filming of content. This is the main workbench. It's an 8-foot workbench from Husky. And it's adjustable, but it's hard to adjust. You got some big old screws down there, big old bolts. But basically, this is where we do most of the content. We film top down here. We've got that rig there. I put my phone there, live stream, whatever we need to do. And then I'm able to, you know, have a lot of projects going on at one time. I can take this light, spin it around, and film content over on this side of it too if I have multiple projects going on at the same time. We've got the bandsaw, the belt sander, trash obviously, and then you come around here. This is what we were storing hats, and we've been selling down our hats. We only have 2 rows left, and then we've got cups and, you know, tumblers, that sort of thing, and then just wood and some tables. So we're getting stuff narrowed down, getting it sold down. Here's the Eon Mira 9, kind of a big laser for this space, but it's, you know, we got to have something decent sized. It's not the biggest one on the planet, but it's it feels big in this tiny little space. And then over here, this is what I have under the garage door when I open that up, and so I can vent out. Whoops. And then these are flat files, so we got all kinds of good stuff in there. There's like scrap leather, big pieces of leather, and a couple of finished products, but nothing, like mostly just those measuring bracelets. This is paint booth, and it blows out there. It'll vent to the outside out underneath the garage door. That's been great for being able to still paint inside, and then, you know, being able to suck out all the fumes. Very handy little tool. We're not painting very big stuff in here obviously, but it does the job when we're doing little stuff and when we're like finishing leather and stuff like that. It's been great for all the little projects that we do. Quick miter saw, vacuum. This is like our Airbnb rig that we've got. We got all the cleaning supplies in here. We got all the tools to do whatever we need to do. If we need to fix stuff, everything is on here. It's on wheels. You can see like this handle back there. It all clips together except for this top bag. It's loose, but everything is clipped together, and we can just roll it out, throw it in the truck or the SUV or whatever, and then take it out to the Airbnb and then fix up whatever we need to fix up. This is my 55-inch TV hooked up to a Mac Mini, and this is kind of the only computer down here. It hooks up to the laser. It is total garbage. I do not recommend a Mac Mini for this project. And then scrolling around here, we've got our packing and shipping station. So we've got all the boxes we need, got all the bags we need, bubble mailers. This is like a freebie section, so I can grab quickly and add to whatever freebies we got. We've got different sections of leather, half hides, whole hides, whatever. So the bigger bulk pieces will stay here, and then once we get them cut down and they need to lay flat, that's when they'll go into the flat file over there. This is Brenna's toolbox here. It's this beautiful dark blue. The top goes up and down. It's really a nice toolbox. This is where she does all of the candle making and stuff, but she hardly makes candles, so not very often. So I've got it covered in all my junk right now. We've got some paints and some tools, whatever, miscellaneous stuff. And then, you know, some tools that we got at the yard sale. Did not need those. This is that toolbox that I used to have in my fifth wheel. So some of you guys that have been around for a long time and my other channels, my Olie's Images channels and whatever, you've seen that toolbox all over. I used to travel the country with me, and you used to have the heat press on it, and you saw the heat press in the other room. That oven we used to use for sublimation, and I probably will just get rid of that. And then we got some quick access tools, but that's the quick and dirty spin around of the garage right there. You know, not much to it, but we got a lot of stuff in a small space. So that's it. We're gonna start tearing this sucker down any day now, and well, we've already kind of started, but I want to give you guys a quick little tour of what it's been like. And like, this is what I've built up over the years of living here. About 4 years of living here has accumulated all of this stuff, because when we moved in here, we came from a fifth wheel and had very little. I had this toolbox, a heat press, and that was about it. Like, we moved in here with very little, and now I feel like we have a lot. But you know, when you have a house, when you have space, life implores a vacuum. That's what my old landlord used to tell me. He gave me this little tiny back room of this house, and he said, here, you can use this space now. I'm like, great, because I was renting this whole house from you, so I should have had this the whole time. Anyway, whatever. He said, I said, I don't know what I'm going to put in here. It's like, I have so much space, and what do I do? He said, life implores a vacuum. So he's right. He's right. Look at all this. Like, this was just obviously empty space when we moved in here, and now we've filled it up and time to move on. As you know, we're moving out of here, and we've done some things like this garage insulation that might not be super cool with the landlord people, company, whatever, when they come to do the inspection here in a few days. So let's get this ripped out of here so they don't complain about it. You guys been seeing me selling these on TikTok Shop, so just wanted you to know I use them every day. Well, that looks worse. Got it all taken out. Quick update, it's been about a week. Still got a squeaky floor, as you can hear. We're gonna tear down this wall and this stuff and this photo booth right now. The inspector is coming today at 3 o'clock. They just called me and said, hey, we'd like to schedule a move out appointment. And I said I tried to schedule it last week and nobody returned my emails. So I just, you know, whatever. She's like, well, what about today at 3 o'clock? I was like, okay. So pure shock, pure panic, but here we go. Let's tear this all down. I've used these 3M like hook and loop fasteners for most of this wall art and most other wall art in here. And most of it has come off really clean. There's been a couple that have left some yellow residue, but let's go ahead and take this one off. Pretty much how most of them have come off. Easy peasy. Just like that, got her all down. We're gonna work on that wall later because that's a mess. Let's take down this photo booth next. I've got 3 lights set up with a couple B1X, well, 3 B1Xs. One on the backdrop or sometimes as a rim light. And this one is usually a rim light, but this time I was using both of them as like a key light. Well, a key and a fill, really. And then we got these backgrounds that we set up here, and everything sits on top of these IKEA workbenches. They're kind of hard to see down there, on a 4 foot by 4 foot, 3/4 inch plywood. We're gonna get all this torn down today. Got the inspector coming, like I said, so they're probably not gonna wanna see all of that. Okay, just like that, got her all cleaned up, got all this stuff, got the paper put away, got everything kind of tucked into places right there. Got that stuff on the ground. Oh, it's looking good, but we got a huge mess here to tackle, and everything's still just on the ground over there. Well, if we come into my office, we've made a little bit of change since you saw it last, but I've still been doing some coaching calls here, so I left that up. You can see my little camera I got around there. So that's still kind of up and active because I'm still using that every day, and the laser's still there, and it's still, I use that occasionally. So yeah, but the main stuff that I don't need every day is taken down. My big boy camera is still there, so still do, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, so pretty empty in here. Okay, next we're gonna tackle that wall there, get all that stuff down. There's my boy Sven. Yeah, what's up, Sven? Always watching us. And then over here we got that picture, and we're gonna take that mirror with us, I'm pretty sure. So you'll see that in the next place, but we love that thing, it's way cool. Okay, everything else, let's get it taken down. So most of the stuff we found at the thrift store, like at a Goodwill or something, you know, but this is my picture, but it's in a frame from Goodwill. And then this is a picture that we found at a Goodwill maybe, or a thrift shop. And then we've got this frame at a Goodwill. All these frames ended up being like matching frames. And so that's a pretty cool piece. And then this is something Brenna made right there. And this we found. And then this is one of my favorite pictures of a big old saguaro out there in the desert. So I did a lot of cool pictures of that saguaro particularly. But let's get these taken down today. In a move of sheer brilliance, we've made a different fastener for every one of these. So let's take a look. For this one, we got a little tiny Phillips head. That one's a nail. That one is like a star pattern. These ones are teeny tiny nails. That one might be the same as that other nail. And that one is a little tiny Phillips head. I can't even reach up that high. I'm gonna have to get a ladder. These and the one in the bedroom are probably the only ones that we put actual holes in the wall. Everything else, these are little noggins. Waiting on the inspector to show up. And I gotta tell you guys, I am the most stressed out I've ever been. You can see I changed shirts. I'm so stressed out. I was like, well, I'm wearing a dirty shirt, so I gotta change shirts for the inspector. I don't know, I just wanna make a good impression, I guess. I don't know what to do. I'm like freaking out a little bit. Gosh, this is very stressful. I guess like I'm afraid he's gonna say, oh, looks like you run a business here, which kinda we do, actually we do. But we were clear when we moved in that like we are self-employed and like, you know, run a photography business. But there's some other stuff in here now, so I don't know. Our business has kind of morphed a little bit since we moved in here, and so I just don't want him to be like, you know, you guys owe us a lot more money now because like this wasn't part of the deal. So that's what I'm worried about mostly. And also I'm worried that he's gonna find a bunch of stuff wrong, or even like this place was not in perfect condition when we moved in. So I think that he's gonna find all the things that were already wrong with it, because we haven't tore this place up. You know what I mean? Like we haven't done anything, you know, detrimental to this property. So I just feel like this could go really good, or it could go really bad. I'm hoping it goes good. Come on, guys, wish me luck. By the time you watch this, it'll have been probably weeks. I don't know, but I just gotta tell somebody, so I'm telling you. I'm vlogging about it, and hopefully this goes good. The inspector left a little while ago, and then I went for a drive because I was stressed out, man. Basically, he was pretty chill. He didn't find anything majorly wrong. He said if we have like little pinholes in the walls from screws and stuff, just try to like fill those real quick. Otherwise, we have to get the carpets cleaned. He said everybody has to do it. He said your carpets look fine, but it's just a requirement that everybody has to get their carpets professionally cleaned, and we have to show a receipt of that. And then basically he just said like wipe things down. He's gonna replace these floors. I've never showed you guys these floors before, but they are total trash, and they're really bad in the kitchen. But they've always just been bad. And he said that like the blinds and stuff, like you see we got one missing here. He said, you know, like some of that is like our fault, and the rest of it he's gonna replace some blinds anyway. So he said don't worry about it too much. You know, he said anything that's like that we broke and it's like our fault, that like we'll have to pay for, whatever. But for the most part, like that's obvious stuff. He did not have anything to say about the laser. I covered it up and whatever, hopefully that was good. And both the lasers, I guess, I covered up. And I covered up this heat press, you know, because like that looks pretty industrial. That heat press did not get covered, but like, you know, it's relatively inexpensive, so I think it just looks like a hobby thing. Other than that, you guys, like we are moving right along. I'm right now just playing a little video game because I just need to de-stress a little bit. So that is that. And oh, that got a little bright on me, didn't it? So until tomorrow, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or maybe several days from now. Okay, update. A few days later, here we are, getting stuff packed up. Got all the books in there, got my backpack packed up, my old hiking backpack, I guess. But most of that camera gear right there is gonna end up in there, but we're keeping it out as like the last minute thing because we do use it sometimes. That is who I'm named after right there. And we've just got some of the stuff from, you know, back in the back of the closet there. that's pretty much empty. I'm not going to show you what's left in there. And then we got everything else kind of packed up. We're going to put the fiber in the disco. That's our fiber laser right there. And otherwise, just like the bare bones, bare necessities, because we do still do coaching calls. We still need that set up. I use my computer every day. So this will be the last thing to tear down. But otherwise, look at that. We're basically getting there. Made a lot of progress today. Got a lot of new boxes packed. And in the loft here, it's just as chaotic as ever, maybe a little bit more. We got a bunch of free boxes on Marketplace, and we've been using those up a lot. And these are my old backup hard drives for all of my photo hard drives. A couple million photos right there. And some sound panels. And then all this stuff is got to get packed down into little boxes and taken with us. But it is a mess in here. But guess who's back? Brenna's back again. Ding, 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 ding. We've started hoarding boxes. Quick update, Brenna's office. We have made a lot of progress today. We took some stuff off the walls. We took all that pegboard, all that stuff is down. Brenna's filmed a couple of TikToks in here before we got all that done. And we've started clearing out things, bundling stuff up. We still have a huge mess, of course, but we're making some major progress. One of the things that I'm really... Make sure that's going the right way. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to when we move there is to be able to poke a hole in a wall and vent that laser out. As crazy as that sounds, like that's one of the biggest things for me. One of the other huge things for me is going to be able to put my main computer hooked up to both lasers, the main laser especially, because this whole time I've been running upstairs to design stuff and then back downstairs to make stuff. And that takes up a lot of time. So if I can avoid doing that, then that's going to not only save me a bunch of time, a lot of frustration. There's been so many times like now I'm using Dropbox or Drive, actually. I'm using Google Drive. So I'm going upstairs, making a thing, designing it, whatever, sending it to the laser through Drive. Before that, I was like airdropping it. And then another time I was using like just the cloud. I don't know. You know what I mean? I was just like remoting into that computer. I've tried all kinds of different things and like none of them work very good. Like Drive doesn't always update, like there's all kinds of other problems. So being able to have my main computer hooked up to both lasers and be able to run them both off that computer, it's really gonna be nice. Something else that I think is gonna be really nice when we move there is just to be able to like paint the walls. Like that's gonna be huge for us. Since we've lived here, we haven't been able to paint. In my office, the background that you saw there was like a faux wood background that I got out of a trailer that I bought from a client, and she'd put this fake paneling BS in there, and like it looked fine on camera from a distance because I was shooting at a wide aperture and it made the background blurry. But man, being able to just like paint the walls the colors we want, maybe paint a little mural with our logo, stuff like that, being able to have better videos, because look at these walls, they're just blah, and they're white-ish in the garage, and it just like does not look good, right? It's not aesthetic. It's not what we want to have our channel look like or our videos look like. So that's going to be huge. I guess we haven't talked about the house very much, right? Let's start with the one that we're living in right now. It's a 3-bedroom, roughly 1,800 square foot rental. And we've been renting this place since January 1st of 2021. And now it is October of 2024, and we're moving out. So we've been here almost 4 years. We only have a couple months left on our lease, but we did tell them we're moving out early. So then they're like, oh, well, that means that you owe 2 months of rent, like right now. And we're like, well, we only have 2 months left. But they're like, yep, that's the rules, so you got to pay up right now. So we had to come up with 3 months of rent this month. So that sucked. But anyways, now we're moving into a 5-bedroom house that is technically like 1,850 square feet, so just a smidge bigger, but that's not including like 2/3 of the basement. So we're estimating that it's approximately 2,400 square foot house if you include the stuff that's like not finished in the basement. that we're still gonna use. So, and then the garage is much bigger than the one that we have now. So it's still like a 2-car garage. There's 2 doors instead of the 1 door, but they're split, so there's space in between. And then on either side, there's a man door on one side, and then it's like 7 foot deeper or 8 foot deeper than our current garage. So that's really nice. We are gonna be on the main drag, so that's gonna be kind of a little bit different. But because it's such a tiny little town of 800 people versus 900,000 people here, I think we'll be fine. Probably just as much traffic as we get in front of this house, right? And we have a pretty main road on the other side of the pond from us that's right out this window. So I think the road noise is gonna be fairly comparable. Quick garage update video. All right, there we go. Let's do this. Flip her around, boom, boom. Okay, we've taken a lot of stuff. It doesn't even look like it. It looks like there's still so much stuff here. But we've cleaned up this area here, you can see, and then this is right there, so that doesn't really count. We still have tons of boxes and tons of little piddly things, but we're still packing and shipping items every day. We did find that I already have a huge tub, well not huge, but like a tub full of paints and stuff, and we still have all those paints to go down there. But I've put a lot of that stuff in the garage sale pile. We've cleared out a lot of area there, so we're making some real progress here, boys and girls, all right? This is still a hot mess disaster. I've got that covered up because we've been setting stuff on that. We need an extra flat storage, but now this is huge. We have an area that's just for the garage sale. So we've started a little garage sale pile in here and another one in the house. So we've got that going. Got some free boxes. That is the insulation for this garage door. We're gonna get this kind of packed down so we can use this. Probably like some of this stuff we're almost empty of, so we're just gonna detail the cars one more time before we go. My friends come and pick up some wood, and then we're gonna do an inventory clear out event, clearance sale on the remaining hats. So I've already sold a few of those this morning and a few of those black ones this morning. Before even, I just was imagining a sale, and then people start calling me and asking me for stuff that I got in stock. So boom, easy. That's how you manifest your dreams. This is needs one more coat. I gotta sand it, put one more coat of clear on it, and then we'll be able to engrave and cut it. And then I've got these patches here left to go, and those gotta go on hats today. So busy day, gotta run. I'll update you as soon as this is done. Taking down all of that grid wall there, box it all up, got things going, filmed TikTok. Got a little bit there left, so I gotta box it up and wrap it up still. We finally finished this little piece of wood, so that's gonna go in the laser in the morning. And we got all this boxed up, so we got these hats to make. We got these patches. I'm gonna do that right now that I've got that wood moved over there. Took a lot of that stuff down. So we are making some real progress, you guys. Oof. We have like 10 days left, so we gotta hustle. Still running the laser every day. Got a little bit of this going on. And then I did get these done, finished them up this morning, got to about here last night, and then did the rest of these, and then these red ones this morning. Got that little vice grip garage going on there while I work. Oh boy, getting there, only a few days left. All right, vlog update, here we go, again, another beautiful day. See this bag right here? Empty. See that camera over there? Gotta go in this bag. This is the C70. We do most of our filming on it, you know, for commercials and stuff. And I thought I was gonna film a lot of this on here, but I decided to use the GoPro instead. Way easier, more convenient, whatever. So we're gonna take that, pack that down, flip over, pop it in here where it belongs, put all the other accessories in this bag, just like we're going to a video shoot or whatever, but moving across country. You want to see something funny? Look at this. My tiniest little camera in this great big box. So I've taken down all of that there. There's my printer there and that cabinet that was there. Sold the Calyx that was there. And then my glorified webcam that is right there. My Sony a7 III was right there on a tripod. And that had the boom mic out there. That's gone now. Now that mic is over there. So we're getting this part torn down. We're gonna do laser talk here one more time before we go, and then we're gonna be all packed down and ready to go. So I'm gonna leave these lights there because I need those for that, but I'm taking down that, and I just want to show you guys my tiniest camera besides this GoPro is in the biggest box. I've decided that the Falcon Eyes and this 6-foot octabox on this aperture 300D, that can come down. I'm going to use this light that's on this camera for laser talk. Well, what do you think? That looks a lot different, doesn't it? And can you hear the difference in the echo? All right, here we go. We're off to set up the trailer for hopefully one last time while we're here. And then we're gonna take off. So when these guys are done with it, we're headed to Wisconsin.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, good times. We gotta go make the beds and dump it and maybe like a quick surface clean, but otherwise like it's pretty well good to go, I think. Doesn't need a whole lot.
Yeah, first time moving it with the disco.
Yeah, and our first time moving it with the disco, like Brenna said. So that's gonna be neat. Oh boy, exciting times. All right, we're doing a garage sale. This is day 2. I forgot to film on day 1, but we've got a lot of stuff out here. We got our dresser, got all this stuff. Selling things, making deals. This whole table, $3, was $5. All right. Anyway, getting close. We got 1 week left. Garage sale is done. That was yesterday. Today is Sunday, and now we're gonna put on this brake controller. Hopefully this works. And I did a little research, found this wiring harness. So we're gonna do that next. That's gonna be the deal. And we are getting this garage cleaned out. We still got to run some laser projects before we're done. I got 2 that need to still be cut. So we're going to do that. Leave that set up until the very last minute. Hopefully we don't have any other gigs that I have forgot about. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So wish me luck. Okay, now just like that. That was pretty easy. Mounted the brake controller right here. And as you can see, it says NC for not connected or whatever, but no trailer right here. We're still in the driveway. Wires ran. That was pretty easy. Last night I pressed the last shirts and the last hats that we're gonna do here in Arizona. We've got more down there. And we did the hats and the shirts right here yesterday. Got all that done, so that project is done. Rachel with MSK is gonna come and pick up hers. These are going to my aunt's store. Those are for her. We're gonna get those shipped out today. And my friend Peg is gonna come help us pack up today. So I wanna get as much laser stuff done before she gets here so we can both just focus on packing. And Brenna too. She's got, Brenna has to wrap up one last client project, I think. And then tomorrow we're gonna do a video shoot or a photo shoot, maybe both, with one of her clients. And then that's our last project in Arizona. Here we go, we're making some stamps this morning. Got that leather about dry, about done dyeing that. And we are getting out of here. So one of the last, probably the last time, we'll have the garage door open so the neighbors won't complain. They haven't complained really. We engrave these pretty slow. We're going 500 millimeters a second. So a lot faster than my old machine still, but slow for this machine, about half the speed we normally run. It is October 22nd at 6:30 in the morning. We're going on a photo shoot. One last one before we leave here. So I've got the R5C packed up with the 70 to 200, 24 to 70, and then the 105 1.4. Got a couple of B1X's 500 watt second strobes, and we've got one 3-foot by 4-foot softbox. And Profoto speed ring, reflector, and of course the boom. The moving truck comes in 4 days. All right, headed to Buckeye. Buckeye. All right, we're going. We're gonna do a photo shoot. Brennan's clients, boom, shaka, laka. That's what I call them. Alright, you guys, we're headed to Buckeye right now, letting Brenna drive because she's the master of disaster today. Got everything packed back there. We're gonna get some water for the trip. Things going good. Alright, we are back from the photo shoot. Things went really good there, went pretty fast, but now it's like 1:30 in the afternoon and I've gotten started packing once again. Oh boy, we have got a lot of stuff to do. I've got a big old do not stack on that. We're gonna wrap this up in cardboard, put do not stack around it, make sure that that is extra cared for. I'm gonna contact Eon, haven't done that yet, and ask them how we should pack that, if they have any tips or whatever. But otherwise, my neighbor's gonna take that, and she took some sound panels and some other stuff. So the big record player going next door. Everything else we are packing down. Look at that, we're making some real progress here. David just left, just filmed the TikTok part of this, and here we go. So you can see we've made a lot of progress today. Flip her around. We took down the huge shelf that was there. We moved this out of the way. There was 2 shelves there that were fairly big, and we've boxed up all that stuff, and I sent a bunch of boxes home with David. Got a stack for Maria here. My friends are getting some goodies, you know what I mean? So my neighbors were nice enough to take the stereo, so that was cool. The big, the record player, they took that. So it's been good. So we got that CUDA that I had sitting up there, gave that to them too. Hopefully they like it. Anyway, that's that. I'll show you the house here in a little bit too, but man, that is a big difference on the garage. It already sounds so much more echoey in here without those shelves. Can you hear it? It is Wednesday, October 23rd, just after lunchtime. We just got done eating lunch, and Julio is coming, our landscaper, coming for the last time, and we have got everything out of his way so he can do his job well. But look at this, we've made some real progress today. Look at that. Oh, so Brenna's been in here helping me. We've got a bunch of stuff. I mean, it still looks like so much, but look, it's just big stuff now. So big laser, big toolboxes, big stuff, big bulky things. The fridge is full of drinks right now, but we'll empty that out and then we'll stuff it full of like miscellaneous things. I don't know, whatever. We got the Yeti. This Yeti is full. The other Yetis are full. I'm gonna see if one of the landscapers wants that. That is really nice. My bedside table for this whole time. And otherwise, we got things kind of going our way back here. So, take you on a little tour here, but Brenna's back here pulling out some cacti. Making things work. Speaking of Brenna, there she is. There we go. So we're making progress here, boys and girls. Got stuff going our way. She just replanted that into there. And I think she's gonna save that pot there as well. We just listed that on that umbrella on Marketplace. We'll see if we got any takers, but that's one of those things, like if it doesn't fit, we gotta find somebody to take it. I think my buddy Hugh is gonna take the grill and the grill cover, and then Maria's coming for that box. Otherwise, like we have really opened her up back here, so we've made a lot of progress, haven't we, Brenna?
It doesn't really feel like enough progress, but I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, we just have big stuff mostly. All the little stuff is mostly packed.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna be okay. I hope.
I really want to go swimming.
Jump in. Alright guys, Brenna's mom's gonna be here in a little while, tonight, late tonight I guess, and then she'll help us for the next couple days, and then that's it. We're done.
Out of here.
Almost there. Got anything else you want to say to the people?
I'm scared.
Me too. Well, good morning, friends. It is October 24th, about 7 a.m. Brenna's mom is in the kitchen right now. She's making us breakfast, and we've gotten started on the mess. So here's a quick update. What we got going on here. We've got a mess. We've got stuff everywhere, and yeah, we got 2 days. Today, we got today. And the moving truck comes tomorrow to put all this stuff away, hopefully. So we're filling every crack and crevice and hole and everything. We're putting stuff where it doesn't belong now, and we're just trying to wrap this project up. So that's the garage. My friend David came and helped. These are his shelves that he gave me like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe more. A couple months ago probably, gave me them shelves. And I asked him, I said, would you have given me these shelves if you knew that in a few months you'd be tearing them back down? He said, no, definitely not. We got all that cleaned up because you remember them shelves are full of photo prop stuff and whatnot there. And we've got down to like, that goes with these workbenches. They're like an extra shelf. But we have these little IKEA drawers. They are IKEA benches too. So we're gonna take all that down into the garage, get that staged down there. I've found a ton of files that I need to just like pack into the file cabinet. And then we've gotten a lot of stuff done. We've made 0 progress on that, so that's fun. And we got all that. Brenna's office is getting packed down. Getting there, making progress. And then my office, we've made a lot. Oops, I left that light on over my computer, so that sucks. But anyway, we got a lot going. We got the fiber laser. We're gonna put this in the disco, and that's gonna go with us because it is very fragile. It's like a 2-person job to move it around. And then gotta figure out how to get this whiteboard apart. That big case is for my iMac, so that's gonna go in there along with some little accessories. And then we're basically done here. We have this camera gear. We've got our Cine camera, and that has the Sony in it. As you guys remember, there's a lot of empty space in there, so we got to figure out how to use that up. And then otherwise, like I've really packed this down quite a lot. The closet is all but empty. There's just a couple little tiny things in there, and we're getting there. So I used to pack this all over the country, and I had a box for it, like the original box for it. That's long gone. So we'll figure out how to get that wrapped up, or we won't. Whatever. But that's it. October 24th, last day to get everything packed up before the movers get here. So we're really focusing on the things that they're gonna take and the stuff that we're gonna take, and getting that separated, and so there's no confusion, so they don't take my cinema camera and throw it in the truck, you know, bust it all up. So we're gonna make sure that's all good. We're gonna take our computers, all that sort of stuff. So that's the plan for today. Sorry I'm not filming a lot of stuff, just some quick updates. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully you guys are still here and interested. Whew, we are very tired. All right, you guys, today's the day. The movers are coming here probably in like 1 hour left until they get here. So we've had our coffee this morning, but we're dragging. So here's what we got. We got a laser that needs packed. We're gonna do that. We found some painter's tape. Got a few corner guards from something else. And I think what I'm gonna do is have them wrap it in blankets as well. Put the do not stack on top. And then I'm hoping that this plan will work, but I think we can take the top of this, which is the laser, which is this part, and then put it on these 2 toolboxes. So if we put these back to back, they're the same height, and then we should be able to get that laser on top of those so that we're taking up as much vertical space as we can, and then there's not much wasted above the laser. So that's kind of our plan there. Otherwise, we've got all of this stuff to pack up. We'll probably put a lot of that on the bottom, and then behind this laser right back there is like empty space. So we could probably, you know, fill that up with some boxes and some miscellaneous knickknacks and stuff. We'll give those buckets to my neighbor before we leave. They said to just donate whatever to the backyard. So that's what we're gonna do. We gotta take this washer and dryer. We gotta take those. But we've got the kitchen almost packed up, ready to rock and roll there. We just made breakfast. Jen just made breakfast, Brenna's mom. And we've got all these things. A couple of jugs of water. That last 2 shipments to pack out. We tried to take that to UPS and they wanted so much money for shipping. It was unbelievable. So we're just gonna have to ship them ourselves like usual. We've got our camera gear and stuff. These heat presses need to get packed. We have not even touched over here because it just kind of got piled into, and we still got a lot to do there. So we gotta get that done today. Otherwise, the stuff down here is for the trailer. So we got dupes of everything in the trailer. And then we just have boxes and boxes. My friend's Maria came earlier late last night. Got the shelves, all that stuff. Hugh came and got the grill that was out back. Jen's out there now hanging out. And sun's coming up finally. So we got a little bit of daylight. She's enjoying herself. We got an 85-inch TV, but the movers have a box for that, they said. So not to worry there. And then they're going to take this blue couch, flip it over onto itself here, so that will take up the least amount of space there. And we got these 2 red chairs there that are like theater chairs. We're going to take those. And then otherwise, if we go upstairs here, this is, we got some pictures here, some artwork for the walls. These baskets fit perfectly in the shelves in my office. We've got these wire racks, some other stuff there. But we're getting packed down. Brenda's got all of her plants, or well, some of her plants in there. There you go. Brenda's office getting packed down pretty good. We're good on these closets. The bathroom is almost done. My office, you can hear how echoey it is, but these baskets right here, we'll put in there. We'll fill these with stuff. Just jam as much stuff as we can in there. Hopefully they can take down this table and fold it pretty much flat. And then this table will go, I think, pretty flat. It should be pretty easy to take apart. If not, I guess like it doesn't take up much space if we stack around it. Got a 360 cam. I think we talked about that before already. There's the whiteboard. Had a little accident here. I had stuck on some shelves, and apparently they weren't the 3M that you pull and it removes easily. So had a little accident. Gotta fix that up. Gotta take my chair here, get that going. But otherwise, I think the closet is done. Yes. There's my closet in the office. Done. All packed up, ready to go. And then down here in this closet, we are packed up and ready to go. That's just an air filter for there, so we can get that changed. That just came in the mail. Otherwise, we're done. That's it. We are about to pack up. So the moving truck, like I said, will be here soon. We'll get all this stuff packed up, ready to go, and then take the internet to the internet place, and we'll be out of here very soon. Well, slight miscommunication with the movers. We thought they were coming this morning between 8 and 10. And as you can see, all this stuff is still here. So it is still the Friday the 25th. And all of our stuff is still here, and we haven't seen the movers. So Brenna called them. She's been their point of contact this whole time. And so she's been calling them. She's been on the phone. Finally got a hold of somebody. It took a long time to get a hold of somebody. And they said, yeah, we got you on this schedule for tomorrow. So good times. Nobody's coming today to pack up all of our stuff. So we are changing our plans. We're gonna go down to Buckeye. We got the disco right out here loaded, and we're gonna get all that stuff. So we're gonna just haul stuff down to Buckeye today, get stuff loaded up into the disco, get it fully loaded. Maria's been here today. She's been helping out. Brenda's mom is gonna stay here and keep working. We're gonna haul down there and say goodbye to Beverly and Cheryl. And that's it. We had hauled a bunch of stuff out there, but because the movers aren't coming, we got to bring it back in. And so now we're making those moves and making changes. And we've got that closet we've just barely started touching. So we got a lot there. But look at this. We're making some progress. We got these 2 are coming with us in the trailer. And then all of those, all this stuff is going. So we're just pack up, whatever those are called, suitcases, We got all that stuff going. We got things going our way, I feel like, sort of. But Brenda's getting an award tomorrow of Egg Communicator of the Year, and I'm gonna have to stay here and direct traffic while she's down there accepting her award and doing all that stuff. And then we'll have to get the trailer after that or whatever. So, slight change of plans. We're still working. Moving day, take 2, because they didn't come yesterday, as you know. So we still have a huge pile of stuff. Got even more stuff. That light bulb up there, you see that? Super dim now. That's what it was when we moved in. Oh, so just made coffee. Let's go. A little after 10 a.m. On moving day. Movers have still not arrived. They're supposed to be here at 8. So we're still just kind of waiting. I'm by myself now. Brenna is down in Buckeye getting her award. So she's doing that. Jen, her mom, is with her. And I'm just kind of tidying up little odds and ends. Thought I'd film a little bit for you guys. But we are basically just waiting on the movers to get here. Hopefully sooner than later. There's Brenna and Jen. They're doing the last of the plants right there. And you can hear how echoey it is because we're about to move out, finally. It's been a lot of mess. Movers were a day and a half late, and then they wanted to charge us double when they finally did get here. And it's been a lot, but here we are. We're about to load up, so I'm gonna do the final little walkthrough. We've got a few little things left, but they're just cleaning it up. I'm gonna pop my shoes off, and we're gonna run upstairs, do a quick turnaround, a quick inventory, whatever. Let's show you guys around. So, living room all cleaned up. It's big and echoey now. Everything is good. So we've done a nice job of patching the walls. They told us not to paint, to just do the patches, and then they'll do wall-to-wall paint, so it's all one uniform color. Not to worry about the small stuff. But there we go. So we had photos there. We did all kinds of stuff up in the loft, but that was the last thing we did. So that's all of that here. We've got that switched to off. We're good there. We're gonna do a quick, ooh, it's warm in here without that thing in the window. There we go. Beautiful. So that looks really nice in there. We've done good things, you guys. All right, let's check the closet. It's like Blair Witch style now. Okay, there we go. We left them air filter. Change the filter whenever they want. They can have a fresh, brand new filter for the new people that live here. Wish them luck. Hello. There we go. Okay, we got it good and clean in here. Everything's looking sharp. Looking good. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. We did a good job. My friends helped me a lot. Could not have done it without them. All right, one last trip through. There we go. All right, I did a pretty good job patching that up, I'd have to say. Better than what was done on the window there. Okay, whoever did that before we lived here. All right, donezo. Okay, last time in this office. All right, there we go, guys. Oh, shoot, we are donezo. There's Brenna. All right, Brenna. Jen. All right, that's it. Okay, we are done in this house. Well, we're on the road. We actually have left. Look at that. We're driving and well, Brenna's driving. I'm riding passenger because, you know, whatever. I don't know how I scored passenger seat first, but we're gonna drive until we get gas, and then I'm gonna swap Jen so I can take over for her. See ya. Travelog 8614. I don't know what those numbers mean. Anyways, we are on the road. Brenna's driving again, so I'm doing a little vlog for you guys.
10:28.
10:28:24. Travelog 10:28:24.
Turn left onto Abraham's I-40
We're trying to get out of here.
Right onto New Mexico 41
Brenna's driving. Jen is driving the big truck. This seat is definitely on. Holy crap, that's on.
Remember, I don't know what those numbers mean.
I know, I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
New Mexico 41 South.
Yes, that's it. So we're about to hop back on I-40 and head east again. It's been a pretty uneventful day so far, so good. Things are good. We've made it past Albuquerque and we are just on the open road now. So that's it. Jen's behind me with the Mustang and everything. There they are. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you guys.
Hi vlog. I'm finally riding and Olie's driving. Things are going slower than expected and we had to push everything back a day. But we're still trucking. We're in the middle of in the middle. We're at the top of Kansas, dang near Nebraska, and it is windy.
Okay, it's now November 1st. We have moved in some stuff. We have a lot left to go, but we got the truck unloaded yesterday. We gotta take the truck back today. Brought the couches in because we slept on the floor the night before last, and last night we slept on this, so that was a lot better. These chairs could not have fit more perfectly in this space. You saw that hutch around the corner was here. We removed that, and there's like this indent into the wall. And so each armrest goes there, and then these can recline back into the wall. So very, very perfect there. We got the TV on the stands now. We had, in the old house, we had a TV stand that this sat on. We're gonna mount this to the wall up here so it can tilt and swivel and do whatever, so that wherever you're watching from, we can turn it so it's a good viewing angle. And we just have it on the stands now so it wasn't just leaned against the wall. And then that's the hutch that was there, and we've got some stuff going on, so that's all looking good. This is kind of a cool light fixture. We're gonna keep that for now. Brenna started to move into her office. We're gonna paint that sooner than later because that is very strange. And then that goes up to the upstairs. So that's it today. Today we're gonna take the U-Haul back and then we're gonna get a gallon of paint. We're gonna try for that. Paint a few little things, but basically we're just got a lot to do to move back in and get all of our furniture reassembled. Well, we did forget to film a little bit, but we've started to paint. There was a big mural there, if you remember. So we're gonna paint it this green. Brenna's mostly covered it up. She did a second coat of brush kind of in the middle. But we gotta get the ladder. It's currently raining pretty hard out there. And of course the ladder was sitting outside in the rain. So I brought it onto the porch where it's kind of drying. Well, we gotta go run to the sugar shack to hang out, have breakfast, but there we go. We got that much done today. Coming right along. We've done a lot of progress yesterday too. Moved a bunch of stuff inside. I'll update you as that progresses.